Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you for noticing, home girl, right? It's just a spillover from when I used to practice as a registered nurse. Stuff needed to be on time, right? It needed to be on time. If I'm late, y'all know I'm spitting with somebody that's in, my actual life. Happy Taco Tuesday, ladies. How are you? I'm glad to see you. I missed you. Everything has been going amazing. I hope that your Labor Day weekend was off glass. It was just safe, right? Peaceful, good food, good people, right? Maybe a good movie. You won't have to be outside, okay? I'm part of the inside crew for the most part, okay? Step out when I have to, but I'm part of the inside crew because the outside whores are crazy. Pull the fuck up. It's also September. I'm excited about that, right? The fall ladies, autumn ladies, and winter ladies are getting ready to come alive. This is going to be our time. You goddamn summertime and springtime women, pull up. No beef, right? But it's time to go ahead and carve some pumpkins, huh? Get a Halloween outfit going, right? Carve up a Thanksgiving turkey. See people you ain't seen in a long time. I'm talking about the non-toxic ones, the ones that you haven't divested from. It's time to live like, oh my goodness, in the boots. The motherfucking boots, bitch, are gonna be sexy as hell. Hey, autumn and fall and winter, it's the time. Aaliyah, am I lying? We finna get the fucking to it in here.
Oh no, you know this is my favorite time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I will not miss 100-degree weather days. I just will not. I can't wait Then we got daylight savings time coming up. So it gets dark a lot earlier too. That's what I'm looking
Mhm.
forward to.
That part. And we get to be free from seeing dingy ass mammy toes and Gap flip flops. I'm looking at the chat. I'm gonna
And
tell you,
funky dusty asses. Yes, yes.
girl.
Put them asses away. It's
I'm t-
time.
I'm talking about y'all don't work these Asian men to death. Looking at your motherfucking feet, bitch. Crusty as fuck. Ain't had time nor the money to go ahead and get that pedicure. And your toes, when I was stopping to get something to drink at the Quick Trip, they were devastating when I was outside for a couple minutes. I was looking at your feet and it told your life story. You've been standing on the motherfuckers for a minute. Ain't nothing wrong with a hard day's work. Pull up. But goddamn it, take care of yourself because the big toe was speaking and you didn't speak, you rude bitch. Your big toe said hello. It was crusty as fuck. Your big toe looked like it's wearing a bonnet as well. I can't wait until you cover them motherfuckers up. What's going on, Snapple?
Wait, I'm sorry. Um, that was. I'm sorry. Yeah. See, I do like summer, spring, but I also love pumpkin spice season. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
I am very much looking forward to switching the fashions over, and I love cardigans and boots and scarves and all those good things. I love me a turtleneck. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm happy about fall. Had a great summer, but I love when the seasons change. So I'm here for it.
That part. Ladies, Andrea, right, she put smoke night in the chat. But I'm gonna be honest with you. This isn't smoke night. It's a friendly warning, right? It's how it used to be in 80s and 90s classrooms where you took out a piece of notebook paper and you wrote on there, the message that you wanted to send, slid it up under the table and was like, girl, read this real quick. Cause something's happening. And I want you to know they're looking. And I told you that Black women were public enemy number one. So that's going to include your influencers. Black women are up under a microscope right now. They are up under a microscope, and ladies, they see you. And I want you to know that. Let me scroll just a taste. Mhm. This is a beautiful woman. Okay. And until I get a reason otherwise, um, we're gonna try to keep it cute. But I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes the gentle approach doesn't work. So I'm gonna keep it cute and informative at the same time. Sometimes Black women, when being informed of stuff, they take it as rude. And I don't want it to be like that, but we got to talk. This is one of your larger swirler influencers, Shaylarae, and she's a beautiful girl. She has a story to tell from her humble beginnings and how things started out, right? Nakerville, baby mama hood, all that good stuff. She has that in her past. And she pivoted into something else. What this is, I don't rightly know, but she what gets to me, ladies, is if you read the room, if you read what's going on, you can't be saying that you don't give a fuck about niggas and then address them directly every chance you get, right? What are you talking to them for? The answer has been said. Everybody knows what's going on. Report what happened with them without talking to them. I have nothing to say to a Black male about anything. I don't give a fuck if it's the weather. I don't give a fuck if we got a nuke in the fucking air. I don't want that nigga telling me I don't like to talk to them because I already know the feeling that they have for Black women. It's not cute and it's very dangerous. And it has your femicide rate through the fucking roof, your DV rate through the fucking roof. I have nothing to say to them. I don't want to hear their side of the story. I don't want to hear what we need to do better in order to impress a dusty bitch. I don't have time for it. You do not owe that community anything. You don't owe them an explanation. None of that shit. All this stuff is really, really cute until somebody notice what you're doing, right? So Shaylarae, oh, this is what's happening. All right. This is what she's selling. This is the soft life. And ladies, I need for y'all to pipe down. I need you to pipe down, because what you're doing is you're making enough noise to where you're waking up people where they're going to examine you. Okay? This right here, I don't. Y'all grown. Y'all are grown and you do what you want to do. But I'm going to tell you, when you get sloppy, people start noticing things. And this is just a friendly note sliding up under the desk. Shayla, bring it back, sis. And always be camera ready, because you have a brand and you're selling some shit. You're an on-camera creator and they're peeping you, and you're not seeing it. And I, as a fellow sister, I'm telling you, they see you. Okay? Y'all, again, you do whatever you want to do with these age gaps, right? This soft life, this sugar baby, whatever the fuck you want to call the shit. But you're not going to be able to pawn off bullshit on seasoned people. No matter what race they are, you're not going to be able to pawn it off. And here's the thing. If a man signs up for it, that's his business. I don't give a shit. Whatever somebody wants to do with their cash flow, that's what the fuck they do. But we got a couple of holes here. And I need y'all to be aware of something. They see you. Aaliyah, are you here so far? Because we fixing to get the fuck into it.
Oh yeah, I'm here. It's not meant to be a smoke night, but it can quickly turn into one. So it doesn't have to be one unless they make it one, and then that's on them.
Okay, this is friendly fire. All right, this is friendly, and I need you to listen to what I'm telling y'all. All this braggadocious shit that y'all putting online, this is from her Instagram. All right, this is from her Instagram, and with me, I notice patterns as well, and I'm not the only pattern recognizer out here. Okay, this type of shit, it's very, very cringe, very, very performative, and people are starting to peep it. There's 500,000 people at least looking at you, ma'am. Okay, I am happy for you if you're happy. If you are performing to try to get these women to be in some sort of mind state that they can accomplish this too, you need to tell the full story. All right, what's going on, Snapple, before we keep going?
Yeah, I don't. She doesn't look familiar to me, so I'm interested to hear what's going on. But I'm not trying to be ageist or anything, but I'm just curious about the man in the picture. And the age gap that looks like it's going on there.
Let's be grown. Let's be grown for a second. Look at this.
Even geriatric a little bit.
Let's be grown. Okay, just look. All right. Here's the deal, ladies. Everything's fun and games right now. Check back in 10 years. All right. I'm just trying to make sure your life is actually soft and you don't get yourself into no bullshit. I'm just keeping it real with you.
I'm just asking, is it soft if she's changing his depends? That's all I'm saying. Like what kind of you know what I'm saying? Like what's going on here? I mean, it's giving Viagra pain. I'm
Snapper,
sorry,
you getting started already. She ain't even got into the story.
No, I'm just saying, if she wants to put forth an image, she wants people to speculate. So let's speculate, And I agree with you, DZ. Like, hey, if you're happy, you're happy. But this is the problem with the flex culture.
Yes.
If you're happy, live your life. Don't try to flex. Don't try to prove a point online, because either somebody's going to try to tear your shit down and tear you apart and poke holes in it, or they're going to send you evil eyes. They don't really care. They're going to wish on your downfall anyway. But it's like, if she's putting this stuff out like this imagery, and then you telling me she's negotiating with the nignogs, I'm going to hear some more details.
She's constantly explaining herself to them. It's crazy. Again, up and down her timeline, Chanel bags, fancy food. What woman doesn't want to live like this? I'm going to need everybody to tell the truth, though. I'm going to need you to be able to recognize performative bullshit when you see it. Just a little taste. Let's go.
Here he is. Thank you to our 400,000 followers on Instagram. I got 400,000 followers. Thank you for following. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares.
I hope you're all very nice to my lovely wife, Shaylarae, and that you show her the respect.
Y'all playing with me. Ladies online, I'm going to tell you something. I all of y'all are grown, right? All of you are grown, and you know good and hell well a performance when you see it. If these people are happy performing, cool. What I'm going to tell you is this: don't you model your life after some shit you saw online and fuck around and find out. Okay? These old guys, they not just old, they're experienced, huh? Some of them very fucking wise. Now, if you want a situation where that's what the transaction is about, I'm trying to keep it cool, Aaliyah, on YouTube. I'm trying to keep it cool. If this
Hey,
is
well,
ooh.
me and DZ already discussed that when we get stuck tonight because we're on YouTube Snapper, we're gonna call on you a lot. Cause see, that's just the way it is. Like we have to remember where we are, and so it's certain things we can't say. So like that's why I say when we get stuck, we'll just call you.
Snapple gonna come out here and
Okay.
listen. Snapple, she gonna need a little bit of help as well, okay?
All right.
Because it's tough out here, y'all. It's tough, but check it, okay? We're not the only ones that notice, and everybody else out here. He noticed. Now, Shaylarae, I know you don't give a fuck that we notice, because fuck us. Hey, fuck us. Fuck all that. But you're sending these women out here, and their targets are noticing as well. Did you hear what I said? The targets that you're sending lots of black women after, looking dead at you, saying, what the fuck's going on here? All right? Ladies, be cool out here. Be cool. This is Gregory, and he had something to say. He said, came upon Shaylarae World account on IG. She proudly claims to be a soft life wife. Ladies, this is not good, okay? He said, look at the body language. She leans away. He has to reach and find her, or he's an accessory in the background. Ladies, he's ripping that whole sector apart, opening up Pandora's box and ringing a bell that you can't unring. He said he's thirsty and she's only offering an occasional sip. Y'all, this took me the fuck out, okay? There isn't one picture of her leaning into his chest, resting there, soaking up his grounded energy. No picture of her wrapping her arms around him, showing how amazing he is and a joy it is to have him as a husband. Huh? Let's go. Pictures, I'm sorry, but there are a dozen pictures of luxury handbags, cars, clothing, and gourmet food. The whole page is a performance for her 500,000 followers. The energy of body language never lies, okay? He says you can't purchase love and you do what the fuck you want to do with this information. Let me tell y'all how awful this is, okay? When you have somebody sending you to a place and telling you it's going to work out like this, if you play your cards right, but the people are aware that you're on your motherfucking way, bitch, and they have prepared for your nonsense. You're going to end up giving a $40 blowjob with promises of extravagance, and you're going to be pissed the fuck off at Shayla World and everybody the fuck else out here. Ladies, real life does not work that way. It doesn't. Aaliyah, you got anything? Because he shared some pictures that he found, and I'm getting ready to share them, of course.
I agree with the post. I mean, this is another reason why that sugar baby shit is usually a disaster. I had no clue who she was, so I went exploring today and I listened to some of her content and I was almost bored to death. I mean, I clicked on a couple of the shorts and a couple videos, and I don't think I watched more than 10 minutes combined of everything. There is a serious issue when you have women like her going viral. I guess I don't understand it because I'm just not into that bimbo, bubble brained bullshit where you sound like you're 10 years old.
Yeah.
I don't like that. And I was distracted by that dry ass wig she was wearing because she said she sells wigs, but I was looking at the install that was on her head while she was talking, and I was like, no, if this is your advertisement for the wig you're selling, no ma'am. And so I couldn't do it. Some of y'all will watch absolutely anything, but I mean,
here's
hey,
the thing,
maybe
Aaliyah.
it's just not my thing. But I will say that I'm sorry, go ahead.
This is the thing. The dream selling is going to get you fucked up out here. That's what's going to happen. You cannot, right? I've seen people, and I'll just take it off this, trying to build tiny houses because they got a tutorial on YouTube, and that shit ends up looking like a goddamn dog house with a box AC in the back. Listen, people see you coming. All right, you're not
Yeah,
gonna be able to have this happen out in public, a whole soft life like sector, and don't think the people that you're targeting aren't going to see it. On top of that, they're pouring in watching this shit because you're public enemy number one. Now, if you decide to go down this goddamn rabbit hole, I need you to be safe and careful because you're gonna fuck around and find out. Aaliyah, I'm sorry because I'm ready to show these
Oh no,
pictures.
I was just saying. I just wanted to like let people help people understand. Like I really didn't know who this chick was. People said she said she has like 400,000 followers. Oh, I didn't know anything about her. But at any rate, this is why we tell y'all that dating these old ass men that you are also not attracted to is not the way to go. Because when it's time to be intimate and you don't want his old ass touching you, people
Girl,
are gonna be able to tell that. And for the younger women watching her thinking about doing this, if y'all thinking with these old ass men for money means that his old dick is broken and he won't be able to do anything, you are sadly mistaken. They got way too many pills to handle that shit now. So yeah, he coming for some of that shit too. So y'all gonna be hiding out in the bathroom from the man like one of y'all other favorite sugar babies on him. Y'all gonna be hiding from the man like one of y'all other favorite sugar babies on here. But I really can't say too much else about this. DZ Snapper, y'all help me, please.
listen, here's the thing, okay? Y'all know these are his literal pictures with his battery life and all that shit. I don't show that shit up here because I crop out the batteries and all that shit. But I just took his photos and he talked about, body language, and she's always leaning away. I said, right? These long ass pictures, Gregory, crop some of this shit, honey. I mean, everything he found, it's almost like his spit grosses her the fuck out. Snapper, where you at with it? Because the white boys are noticing the body language ain't there.
I was like laughing at the tiny houses catching strays. I had fallen down the tiny house rabbit hole a few years ago, and I thought it was so cute. And I was like, I have way too much stuff. Like I could never do this. But yeah. Yeah, body language is very, very telling. And the thing about it is, even though she doesn't like him and she doesn't want his affection, she's using him as a bait to dangle nanny boo boo to the rock-headed nignogs that she wants to appeal to. So that's why she, because it's like, okay, girl, why are you holding this man hostage with some wigs in a wig room? This is elder abuse. Like, what are you doing? You supposed to be feeding him his pudding. Like, why you got him in an ad for wigs? I don't understand. But yeah, it's definitely given. She's definitely using him. Wait, no, she's using him as it's elder. I'm calling ARP or whoever the fuck you're supposed to call because this is not right. Like she just using him as like homeboy said, like an accessory. And they be the first one. These men be like, mind your business. Who asked your opinion? You asked our opinion because you flaunting this shit. So everybody's entitled to comment on it.
They trip me out putting shit out in public and don't want you to comment on it. And work attire, what Andrea do? Andrea, you need to click the link. Andrea, the link is available. If you got something to say, I don't see nothing she said, but you can't trust StreamYards. It just is what it is. Okay. So Andrea, if you don't agree, bring your ass up here. We got somebody that doesn't agree with this post too. And I brought her comment with you. All right. Let's keep it going.
Who is Andrea?
It's somebody named Andrea in the chat. Andrea Wahlberg, I believe. But every single picture he brought, right? She's leaning away. And ladies, sometimes with body language, it's tough to hide how you feel about somebody, right? When, I don't know, body language is one of those things that is tough to hide without a lot of practice, okay? And she's been messing around with him and married to him. They're married, right? For a little minute. And she hasn't mastered making it look as if she loves the shit out of him, okay? Again, Aaliyah said that she sells wigs. She does. She creates them herself. She actually has a cosmetology background and she cuts his hair and that type of shit, right? Whenever it's time to get husbandy wifey, okay, homegirl is leaning away, okay, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. He allegedly is not her goddamn preference. I'm looking at the chat. If you go follow our page, you'll see what her preference is. But we're gonna stop that there, and I'll take the rest of that to Discord, whatever. All right, but he is an accessory. Every fucking photo. And Shayla, I want to tell you something, Shaylarae. You got to do better than this when you have 500,000 followers, because you have to be always ready for your close-up, right? You come on camera and you're flaunting this life, and then the people that you're trying to take money from are not buying it, okay? Always be ready for your close-up. Go ahead and do some breathing exercises before you get ready, what the fuck ever. But your target, I don't want to call it an audience, the Johns. Hey, I said the Johns are noticing that what you're there for. Huh? This one right here is just a picture at a restaurant, and you know, you could say what you want to say about that shit, but Gregory, for some reason, he see your shit there. And I wouldn't have saw anything here because it just looks like y'all are at a restaurant eating, but he says that every time he leans in, there's a problem, or you have him behind you as some sort of picture accessory. Shaylarae, you got to sell this better, babe. I'm rooting for you. Believe it or not, I'm rooting for you. But don't half-ass it, okay? Because what you're going to do is you're going to bust up the whole hustle for everybody. I don't believe in that sugar baby shit. I don't. And the sugar baby crew will tell you, you know, you got to get your bag at all costs. Get those coins, sis. All this bullshit here. You sound like a bunch of high schoolers, to be honest with you. And then you turn around and talk about happiness. I don't know how happy you can be every evening when you got somebody feet on you that you particularly not attracted to, that you got somebody breathing down your neck that you're not particularly attracted to. It seems like it seems like hell, to be honest with you. So Keisha came to the post and she tried to save Shayla World. Hey, shout out to you, Keisha, because she like, God damn, the hustle getting bust. I get you. I get what you're saying. But Keisha ended up dropping the ball, ladies, because she was asked the question by another one of those white men that was down there. He said, since you're going to say something, explain this part to me. So Keisha says, you got to dig deeper into her videos, loving on him, kissing on him, cutting his hair. I told you about that, right? It looks like she loves him and he adores her, whatever, right? So the white boy, Gary, came and he said, so what is your perception of the photos provided? They're outliers, right? She came back and y'all fixing to fall out your seat. The part where she said, if you look at her videos, even when she's by herself, she kind of always twitches her neck to the side. I can't explain it. So Keisha, you're saying that this bitch be having seizures every time he come around. Are you saying that she has an uncontrollable tick every time he goes in for a fucking kiss? I've seen a few of her videos and I don't know what fucking tick you talking about. I don't know what twitch you talking about. You probably shouldn't have responded if you're going to make up medical diagnoses as to why she leans away from this man every time he tries to kiss her. This did not land well, sis. Gary didn't even bother to respond to this shit because now you're making shit up. But Keisha, I see where you were going with this. You were trying to save face, right? Save the hustle, save the sector, and make it, because ladies, with black women, any type of love, even if it's toxic, right? They want to show the world that they are loved. Aaliyah, what you got?
Hold on, DZ.
Yeah, I'm in that comment, Aaliyah. Hold up. We got to pause for a second.
Snapple.
We got to pause for a second because somebody named Cinnabon is popping up talking about, why don't you guys ever talk about politics? Just useless gossip. First of all, we were talking about politics when y'all hoes was talking about Love and Hip Hop and Cardi B and all this bullshit. We were talking about politics all the way leading up to the motherfucking election when everybody thought it was a motherfucking game. So please talk about the world is changing. The world is getting better, bitch, because we won. How about that?
Wait a minute. And Aaliyah, I'm going to pass you this mic, Aaliyah. I promise you. Ladies in the chat, do you see what the fuck I'm talking about? When we were talking about black femicide, we did that too much, according to people like this motherfucking bitch that's commenting on my shit, right? When we talked about dating, that was too much. When we talked about the news, that was too much. When we talked about DV, that was too much. When we talked about STDs, that was too much. And guess what? In November, when we were talking about politics damn near every show, that was too much. So, bitch, let me tell you something. Get the fuck up out of here. I don't give a damn if I was talking about actual Cinnabons around this bitch with a little bit of icing and sugar on that motherfucker. You gonna say, how you gonna tell him to lose weight when you talk about Cinnabons? Bitch, miss me. Go away. Go to hell. Go bounce up and down on the nigga's dick. I don't give a fuck. But you got me fucked up talking about why don't you talk about politics. It's videos about politics all up and down this page, whore. Go ahead, Aaliyah.
It's always a bitch that got to fly in with her motherfucking Super Save a whole cape on, talking shit. Let me tell you something. This whole live stream, the point of it is to let you know that the dream sellers are still selling y'all stupid bitches false promises because they know way too many black women still crave luxury, romance, or escapism. But what you need to ask yourself is, are these people trying to help you fulfill all your dreams, or are they just using you to fulfill theirs? Ask yourself that. And then I think you'll already know the answer to that question before you come asking us why the fuck we're talking about what we're talking about. Because we're not even, if you don't like the content, you don't have to be here. Who the fuck are you anyway? Do any of you ever remember seeing that name before?
No, it's just a fucking troll.
No, I don't know where the fuck that person came from, but it caught my attention because we spent so much motherfucking time talking about politics. I'm talking about June, July, when it was Joe Biden's decrepit old fucking ass still running for president while they propped his old ass up and he couldn't even talk. And they have the audacity right now to be questioning Trump's health. But anyway, then Kamala's raggedy ass came up in that motherfucker and we were right here. It wasn't even November, June, July, August, September, October, November, and then after the election. And you know what people said? Y'all talk about politics too much. Y'all talk about this space has just gotten too So it's like, fuck y'all. You damned if you do and you damned if you don't. So we're going to keep talking about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. And whoever don't like it, just going to have to stay mad and they're going to be tuned in the next time we go live. And they just going to have to be aggravated because they're weird.
Caramel Mocha, let me tell you. You know why that name sounds familiar? I'm going to be honest with you. Because all these nigga bitches out here, right? They got some form of like Blackistani, esoteric references to their skin, cinnamon flavored, right? I'm a goddess, I'm queen, and all that bullshit. You are some dusty bitches that's out here still goddamn it upset that, yes, ma'am.
That's a color chart hoe. Cinnabon, that's them hoes that's obsessed with their complexion and shit. Cinnabon and all them weird ass names like this.
Right.
Why are you? But then they say Brad is fetishizing them. If Brad compares them to food, that's fetishization, even though these niggas could call them all types of bitches, but that's another story. But again, these are the bitches that are not really divested. They just want to nitpick. And even with us, they want to nitpick with Brad. They want to nitpick with Becky and they want to nitpick with us and say that everybody's racist and ignorant because we don't want to go back and save the blacks. Nobody's saving the blacks. So nobody give a fuck about the blacks. The blacks need to just go.
Here's some politics for you, bitch. The food stamps getting cut off, right? That Section 8 going the fuck away. Huh? A lot of you motherfuckers can't make enough goddamn money to make your rent. It's taking more than 2 incomes. You're struggling out here. You see a pack of goddamn ground beef and it's $14 and your ass start catching the Holy Spirit around this bitch because the hamburgers are off the motherfucking table, bitch. It's a lot of shit going on. And I warned y'all about that shit. So when I want to talk about politics, whore, I will talk about politics. You don't get to tell me shit with a name like Cinnabon, which is completely goddamn referencing Blackistan and the goddamn color chart like Snapple said. You need to find you a nigga, right? And get you a helmet too, because guess what? He gonna swing on your raggedy ass.
Maybe her name's Cinnabon because that bitch like eating them sticky buns. She like eating them rolls. Well, a lot of them bitches got too many goddamn cinnamon rolls and they die. You should have picked another name. Don't come over here with that. We roast bitches for a living. Don't do that.
Pull up. Oh my goodness. Talk about two. No, you didn't say gossip. There's a bitch named Tasha K on this motherfucker that does nothing but gossip. So I advise you to take your funky ass over there and tell her to stop talking about gossip, right?
Tell that bitch lay off the icing. I know you like the Cinnabon icing and the cereal and all that other shit. Lay off the icing. Put the goddamn cinnamon rolls down. Step away from the Cinnabon, you greedy big bitch, because I know that's why you over here.
And Aaliyah and Snapple, this is the thing. I got a question since we on some fuck shit tonight. Black women, it's this sound, and it might be coming from the food that y'all eating, but it's this sound that you make in the morning and sometimes in the afternoon when you're trying to clear your airway, right? It sounds like you like oinking like a pig, like sucking on your nose. Do y'all know what song? Let me try to. It's like that type of shit. Why do y'all do that shit? I'm gonna tell you from a nursing perspective, you're full of mucus and gout, bitch. Y'all need to knock this shit the fuck off. Nobody's worried about you until it's time to talk about public enemy number one. Huh? Go ahead, get your asthma inhaler, right? Sit the fuck down, ask your doctor for a CPAP and enjoy the show, bitch.
Dizzy, I just want to ask, who was the young lady that put "It's Smoke Night" in the chat? Because that was some foreshadowing that occurred. That's all I want to know. Somebody said, "I feel it in my spirit. It's gonna pop off tonight." I'm claiming it, and
it was
Andrea
really pop off
because Miss Cinnabon is a fat ass bitch that didn't click the link.
We waiting on you, girl. We waiting on you, and don't come up here trying to show your damn titties because I'm covering you the fuck up, or you might have a dick. I don't know. You motherfuckers are crazy. You might have a big old dang-a-lang. Oh, anyway.
Somebody was saying that Cinnabon might be in reference to her flabby ass butt cheeks. She been eating a little bit too many Cinnabons, goddamn. We don't want to see them cakes, honey. Keep that shit over there.
Look, y'all. Lori, I don't know who Lori is. I don't know who she is, but she referenced this and she came correct on this one, right? It's like, she said, I was speaking to someone about women who proclaim the soft life era. Right? I notice women who indeed are soft don't speak of it in that way. Where have you heard that before? Bitches that are living a soft life don't really come out here like that, right? They'll go ahead, make sure their face ain't out here, right? Their children ain't out here. Maybe post a goddamn vacation photo and it's user friendly, right? They're not showing their ass and titties and all that shit there, right? Nobody believes you. Ladies, there's more to the story with these content creators that's telling you about soft life, okay? If you go outside tomorrow and you ride in your whole city, I guarantee you the chances of you seeing a black ass nigga bitch living a soft life is slim to none. This is online shit. Y'all ladies need to be safe and you need to fucking win. And you need to keep it logical and keep in reality because these dream sellers are going to have y'all fucked up out here. Snapple, you got anything?
Dizzy, don't we currently have a content creator named Soft Life that's homeless?
Yes.
Living a hard knock life, you know? So it's just, she's like the epitome of an example of somebody that is trying really hard. Maybe she's manifesting it like the Yoni Egg girls say, you know, maybe if you say it, maybe that's what they think, the ones that are online flexing. I don't know, but I agree with this commenter. Like the people, and it goes for a lot of things. It goes for like couples, any kind of couple, you know, if their whole existence seems to surround, you know, to rely on validation from social media strangers, right. They have to document every day, every interaction. He brings home roses and the camera's already out capturing him walking through the door with roses. Bitch, how the fuck did you know he was gonna walk through the door with roses? I mean, this seemed like a setup. It's given stage. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can't even enjoy the relationship if you put in that much energy into the facade and into the perception. It takes away from like those genuine moments. And that really applies. We see it the most, I think, with relationships, but it also applies to just in general, just lifestyle. You'll have somebody go somewhere and the meal was fucking disgusting. They hated it, but they like how it was plated. So they're gonna put the picture and they're gonna put the caption that they had some fabulous gourmet meal. It's so wonderful. And it's like, it's just, everything is just fake. Everybody's just being just fake. So we know this over here, but it is good to give these disclaimers because a lot of people do get caught up in this Instagram era. And, you know, we've been saying this for years that everybody's posting their highlight reels. You can't Don't make decisions. Don't leave your career to go be an entrepreneur. Don't leave your career to go make some funky ass candles because you saw the next bitch talking about she's a boss and she don't have to work for nobody like a slave. You know, this is the shit that they're pushing for, impressionable, young, vulnerable Black
Yes.
women, and they're putting this shit out here. So this is definitely necessary, especially when y'all remember that episode of Sex in the City. Every time we talk about this, I remember that episode with Carrie Bradshaw. She thought she could handle dating this old ass man. He was so fucking old, and she's like, okay, give it a try. And then she turned the lights on, and she saw his old ass run into the bathroom. She saw his old little ass flap. And then she got up and ran up out of there. She's like, I can't do it. I was like, every time we talk about Viagra peeing, I just think about that episode because it was fucking hilarious. But yeah, it's like y'all said, these girls are thinking that they can get with these old geriatric ass great grandpas and they just could be cute and that's it. They're not thinking about how degrading it's going to be for them, the things that they're going to have to do. They're going to be dehumanized. They're going to feel like shit. They're going to feel like pieces of shit. And what was it all for? A fucking bag, a literal purse? Like, come on now. Y'all got to have some self-respect and some dignity. Get it on your own. Don't rely on somebody that's, this is ridiculous. But I'm glad that you put this out here. I think this is always necessary. This is always a necessary PSA that needs to be had. And with this girl, we'll see her. She'll go viral on TikTok at some point when it all combusts as it tends to when this is the setup.
Absolutely. And the first thing out of their mouth is going to be that she was a divester that failed. Be very clear about that. When this woman ain't divested, listen.
Well, that's another thing, DZ. That's why it's a good thing that you did this because now we have this motherfucking receipt. So when the shit hits the fan, no, the fuck she wasn't a divester. We ain't claiming that hoe. She was not over here.
When you said the camera be ready when they walk through the door and they posting all this crazy ass shit online, like life is some sort of fairy tale. That's why I use the Disney font. You know what the first thing my husband came out of his mouth when he got here tonight? God damn it. I said, what's going on? I left my laptop in the car. And that's what he went to go get back. What?
And that's normal. Exactly. Hold on. You trying to tell me Dr. Zella didn't burst through the door on a unicorn with a sparkly horn with a trumpet playing in the back and doves flying around? DC, my queen, I'm home. I love you so much. I stopped and picked you up some filet mignon on the way, and I'm gonna feed you grapes. You telling me he didn't bust through the door after a long day's work like that, DZ? Oh, it's not giving soft life, DZ. What?
He came in there with them 6 dozen long red stem roses for his one and only true love. And she was standing there in full glam makeup and her best clothes. And I mean, just everything. See, that's the soft life. You ain't living the soft life if you ain't got it like that.
Pull up, Aaliyah. Y'all ain't lying. Come on. He came in here on a unicorn, y'all. And the unicorn was white as well because I don't like nothing black. Pull up. Anyway. The Brads came, of course, and said Gregory nailed it. All right. And this man here, Aaron, another Brad, he said, doesn't matter how hard they try, body language never lies. And that's the truth. So here's the thing, Miss Shayla. If you're going to keep selling this cringe shit, I'm asking you as a fellow Black woman, right, to keep it realistic. Make sure, because when the camera's going to happen. You hand it to people to take a picture of you, right? You have your arm in the air and you press the button. You know when it's going to happen. So make it believable if you're going to do this stupid shit. Y'all, look at this cringy shit.
So I posted a picture of me and my husband. This is our first date. It's our first date married. It got 14 million views. So, because this picture went viral, I'm doing a wig giveaway. So click the link in my bio for your chance to win a wig made by me. This is the way I give back to the women in the comments that's being attacked by the men. I'm so sorry. I did not know I was putting y'all in harm's way or myself when I posted a picture of a couple having dinner. I just didn't know I was going to get that reaction. But since we're here, let's make the best of it. I'm giving away wigs so y'all can look good and find you a good man and not date the Dusties in my comments attacking us. So click the link in my bio for your chance to win a lace wig. And also,
Lord have
a
mercy.
few of you will receive my new hair care collection as well as a lace wig. So click the link in my bio, enter your name and email for your chance to win a lace wig. And thank you for all the
Girl.
love.
Y'all.
Which one of y'all want this? Which one of y'all want what she got on her head? Y'all want one of
Red
those?
Velvet wanted. Red Velvet says she's trying to be attracted to old men, but she just can't.
Oh,
That's the
my
comment on the
God.
screen.
Y'all know how pathetic that is. Do you know how performative that is? Listen, homegirl, if you happy, go ahead. You got a brand to uphold, so you're gonna have to make it believable. All right. It's giving, and I'm telling you that those white men that y'all are targeting, right? They see you. They see you. And if they go anywhere acting like you, I'm talking about your audience, they're gonna get fucked, right? Flipped over, fucked again, and they're gonna get handed $40 and told to get out the motherfucking whip. That's what's gonna happen. This is some nonsense, y'all. I can't.
DZ, do you think
TT.
we should
Oh,
tell
sorry.
the stupid hoes now or later that they are the ones funding this lifestyle, not him?
Pull up.
When should we let them in on that little secret?
Hmm.
Cause how many views she said that got? Like what, 14 million?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want y'all to think about that and marinate on that. And then come and talk to me after you figure that one out. Because there's a
There
lot of
are
stupid bitches that's in their feelings right about now. But I want you to think about that. Because it's people like you that make people like her possible. You
yeah.
help to fund this shit. And they sit up and tell you how to get like them. That's why I say, think about it. Whose dreams are they really fulfilling when you think about it?
Ladies, there are no Cinderellas. There is no Disney princess. There's not even Pretty Woman, okay? Those are cute stories for children and young girls that are out here, but I'm going to need you to keep it in perspective, okay? I don't want y'all hurt. I don't want y'all tied up in court cases. I don't want y'all giving away 55 pounds of pussy because he got a lot of real estate. And do you fuck around here and get the apartment in the apartment in Detroit? All right. Be careful out here. With this economy right now, you better be extra careful. We have flipped. Remember, this is a fucking reset. And ain't nobody out here dishing out money like a goddamn stack of cards. It's just not happening. Okay. It's people out here putting their groceries on Klarna. Think about that. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. You was just gonna say something, Snapple.
I just thought it was really funny that her contribution to society is wigs. She was like, "Yeah, that's how I'm gonna give back." I'm like, "Oh my god, that's it. That's all you contribute is a wig. Like that's your imprint that you gonna leave behind." You was able to give out some dusty ass, nappy headed, synthetic ass, tangled ass, yucky wigs. Okay, girl. I guess.
The thing is, you ain't got no way of knowing who in the hell she gonna give that wig to, and if that's actual viewer or participant. They could tell these people whatever the hell they want to tell them. They ain't got no way of knowing that she gave anything to anybody. And even if she did, who's to say that was somebody she already knew? They tell y'all anything. That's what scam artists and grifters do. Am I saying that's what she is? No, but we've seen a lot of them come and go. We've seen her type before. And this is what we've been trying to warn y'all against. And we haven't steered y'all wrong yet. I want y'all to let me know when we've been wrong about any of these people that we've spoken about.
That part. Ladies, on your screen is a woman named Fawn Weaver. Okay. This is another dream seller. And if y'all know the story of the whiskey Jack Daniels, you probably know her. Okay. This is, if you see the Dusty right here, let me go to the picture where he's circled. There we go. All right. The one on the right is Jack Daniels. The one on the left is Nathan Green. Is his last name. All right. Nathan Green helped with the distilling and, making Jack Daniels what it is. Okay. According to Miss Weaver and a whole lot of Black people, Mr. Nathan, the former slave, did not get any credit for the work he put in at the Jack Daniels distillery. And because that was the case, they went on ahead and made another whiskey, and they claimed that it's his recipe, okay? And it's called Uncle Nearest, all right? It was pretty successful to the point where she was on Forbes magazine, okay? She also has a piece that's sitting on YouTube right now, that was done a year ago, where she, turned it into $1 billion goddamn company. Of course, it had investors and all that shit there, everything that comes along with big business. Okay. I want to show you the acting that she's doing while things are good. Let's go.
Here is some encouragement for some of you, confirmation for some of you. I do not worry. I literally sleep 8 hours a night, but it was not always that way. If I go back, let's call it 18 years, I was worrying so much, I began looking for books to try to teach me how to not worry. I would always hear the scripture, do not worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow has enough problems of it.
Yeah, you get it. And the ladies in my Discord know I hate motivational speakers. I hate that shit. They gas your head up and then you go out there and fall flat on your face. Logic, right? And looking at reality is what's going to help you. Not that, just think positive. If you think positive and you jump your ass off a building, I don't give a fuck how positive you think. If your ass ain't got a parachute, well, on to glory, your motherfucking ass is going to go. I can't stand that shit. Okay?
That's the manifest this and manifest
right,
that,
Aaliyah.
And positive thinking. And the ones that have the damn whiteboards and all of that other goofy shit. Girl,
I journal everything. And I hate the fake smile, the forced fake veneer smile. I can't stand that shit. But going on a year later, hey, they went on ahead and took her shit and replaced her and put her in a marketing job at her own company. Why did they do that? It says Uncle Nearest CEO Fawn Weaver, unshaken, and the whiskey distiller placed in a receivership. If you don't know what a receivership is, they moved her out of the way, placed a third party in there to go ahead and make sure that the money is correct because somebody was lying when they were asking for investors. By the way, that's a fucking felony. But check.
And in Bedford County, court documents reveal that a multi-million-dollar lawsuit has been filed against Shelbyville-based Uncle Nearest and Nearest Green Distillery. Jaxie Pigeon outlines what they're being accused of this morning. Jaxie.
Well, Mark, Louisville-based Farm Credit Mid-America is accusing the owners of Shelbyville-based Uncle Nearest of defaulting on more than $100 million in loans and misusing funds. Court documents break those numbers down, saying the company breached its contract on $65 million in revolving loans, $22 million in term loans, and $15 million in real estate line of credit loans, leading to a suit of more than $108 million, including unpaid principal and interest. The creditor claims Uncle Nearest has been in default under the loan since as early as January of 2024 and says the company has admitted that it is in default and has consented to the appointment of a receiver. This is an ongoing story. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. Mark.
Again, right? All of this wishful thinking, think positive, flipping tarot cards, squeezing yoni eggs, and tattooing onks on your ass ain't gonna do anything. This is a so-called black-owned business, right? It is what the fuck it is. Ladies, the forced smiles, right? The aesthetic that's always perfect, skin perfect, never a bad moment. That is not real life. Life as an adult, it can be very hard sometimes. And when motherfuckers try to pretend like I get 8 hours of sleep every night, what you took I can't say that up here. Yeah, that part. But she says she's unshook, she's unbothered or whatever. Okay. The fact of the matter is when you built a company and it gets snatched from you and they are calling it $100 billion company, $100 million company, excuse me, that shit hurts, right? When people are afraid to feel, that's a problem. If she just would have been silent and walked away and went on ahead and got her business in order, now that's something a grown woman would do. But a little girl and somebody that's trying to make you think wishfully comes out here and act like nothing's wrong. Look at this shit, and she put the failure on y'all. So she wants y'all to go ahead and clear the shelves and go buy this whiskey. Let's go.
The first to speak seems right until someone comes forward and cross-examines. Proverbs 18:17. Well, my response has been filed, and I trust the truth will now get just as much attention on social media and in the press as the intentional misleadings and hit pieces. Y'all, I had hit pieces. That is kind of cool. Make sure to read the emails attached as exhibits.
Do you see what I'm saying? So you're going to pretend like you unbothered by that $1 million company getting snatched and that you think it's cool that you had a hit piece. Ladies, listen, live in real life. I'm going to tell y'all something, and I've told my ladies in Discord this before. Pretending to be happy all the time will trigger clinical depression. Did you hear what I said? Right? If you need to back away, go in the bathroom and cry, cool. Get you a couple of nights sleep, cool. De-escalate all that shit. But you're not going to sit here and pretend like something like $100 million that you're unshaken and unbothered. I get so tired of that fake shit. And right now, as Black women being public enemy number one, that amongst a whole bunch of other things is something that Black women cannot use right now. Okay, and I'm gonna tell the ladies in Discord about how this is tied to the Black Boule. That ain't a conversation for out here. But I'm just gonna keep it real with you, ladies. This ain't it. This is not it. That forced smile, keep it positive, right? All that bullshit. Somebody told her, ladies, move in silence, and that was the best goddamn advice she could get, right? But she says, but God didn't call me to do that. So he told you to be a loud ass nigga bitch that's trying to get bitches slush head drunk off of some fucking whiskey. Is that what you telling me? Is that what she said? He called me to live out loud. Girl, you just lost $100 million company and you've been placed in marketing, i.e. control of the social media page. Aaliyah, what's up?
Uncle Nearest, we're talking Tennessee whiskey. We're talking premium top shelf 100 proof whiskey. So you know it's not cheap. So how in the hell do you have a brand that successful and still end up defaulting on $100 million in loans?
Hey.
See, I heard they were buying $2 million homes in Martha's Vineyard through an LLC, which also violated the terms of the agreement. See, they also overinflated their assets to secure larger loans. That's just only a few things, but she's on here trying to pretend to be so poised and unbothered. There's a serious pattern here with all these supposedly rich people not really owning all their own shit that I'm seeing, nor do they have the finances they claim to have in order. See, that's part of what we're talking about tonight. While bitches want to know everything, why can't these people ever do the right thing? And you have people who can only dream of having the access to this type of money, and for some reason, they always find a way to piss away every damn cent of it. Now, so for the bitch that wanted us to talk about politics, I did see where she was made an honorary Delta. So where are her sorors? Because these Black Greek letter organizations seem to be completely useless. These people are usually nowhere to be found when times get hard. By the way, are y'all AKA still claiming Kamala or not? I'm just curious. Scary, that's my soror.
That part. Here's the thing, y'all. They over at Uncle Nearest, there it is, Uncle Nearest proudly proclaim Black business, Black this, Black that, Black community, Black, blackity black, right? But I'm going to tell you, this is the symbol of the people she owes, okay? Their name is Farm Credit Mid-America, and the top dogs look like this. I'm looking at the chat, right? When Zaddy say it's time to go ahead and come back to the table, ladies, there's no such thing as Black business. There is no, let me prove it. There's no such thing as a Black economy, right? So therefore, there could be no such thing as Black business. I'm going to keep it tall with you. The people that y'all see out here with these businesses that seem to be doing well, at the top of the chain, there's always people that look like this right here. Okay. So you ankh wearing bitches, I'm going to tell you, there's no such thing as making an economy for the Black community and the Black community alone. You will not have your own cities. You will not have your own towns. The only reason that it seems that you have your own cities is because of white flight. They went on ahead and left because your sons are pieces of shit and they are always fucking with people and tearing up the community. That's what it is. You keep going down the food chain and the table looks like this, huh? Not a one of you sitting at the table. Ladies, get where the resources are. Make sure your paperwork is crisp. Make sure you stay away from a dusty ass nigga. Make sure you stay on top of your game. And Shaylarae, you make sure you stay goddamn camera ready, bitch, since that's your goddamn brand. Huh? You keep going down the food chain and it looks like this. Not a goddamn one of you sitting there. So where's the black business? Where is the black business? Those people at that table right there said that Uncle Nearest had to sit the fuck down and come to court. We need to talk to you about how many barrels you actually have. We need to talk about why the fuck you buying houses with investment we invested for liquor, right? Ladies, with this woman, okay, Miss Fawn Weaver, when she wanted to get property, she didn't move next door to you, Miss Black Business. She moved to Martha's Vineyard. Snapple, what's up?
Yeah, so DZ, you know what the blacks gonna say about Black Wall Street and how the whites destroyed their Black Wall Street. You know, they have this
Really,
Yeah. That's why there's no we was kings in Black Wall Street, but they took it from us. You know, fuck all the welfare, Section 8, food stamps, free child care assistance, free transportation. Fuck all that. It's just, you know, nobody's helped them. No one's helped them in any way to be productive. So it's the white man's fault. But back to this lady. It's the Bible verses and inserting Sky Daddy everywhere for me. Like you said, DZ, you selling alcohol. You trying to get. I don't know the Bible front and back. Is it okay to be drunk? Is it okay to drink alcohol? I don't understand all this Bible thumping.
I know that there's a verse in there where it condemned David for being naked and being drunken in the street. The Christians out here know good and well what I'm talking about. David got naked, got fucking drunk, and was walking through the street. Okay, pull up, Snap.
Look, I ain't never drank no whiskey, but I would imagine I'd want to start taking my clothes off if I got some. So I don't know why you talking about Jesus and you selling all this alcohol. The alcohol leads to debauchery, bitch. And then on top of that, bitch, you scamming. You have no integrity. You sound like you better be lucky or hopeful that criminal charges don't come your way next if you out here scheming and scamming. So she might want to shut the fuck up. And she probably would have flown under the radar had she not been boasting. Didn't in the first video you showed us, she said, I don't work, I sleep all day. Bitch, how the fuck you running the company and running a successful business sleeping all day? And that's the misconception that a lot of broke ass people that don't have any business acumen think. They think they can just sleep all day, slap their name on something and say they're the boss, and they don't have to put in any work or oversight to ensure that the operations run smoothly. So she want to be running her fucking mouth talking about she sleeps all day. That might be what made somebody take a look and say, well, what the fuck is going on over here? Because she's sleeping all day. So how is this thing really running? And then they found all this damn scamming.
These people always talk about, I'm tired of working for other people. I tell you this much. When you start a business, like Snapple was saying, right? You're going to work way more hours than you work right now. Be very, very clear about that, because you are it. You are human resources. You are the goddamn clerk. You do payroll. You do the content. You do whatever it is that you got going on. Ain't that right, Shayla? Ain't that right, Shayla? Got to be camera ready, and you not camera ready. That's part of the goddamn job. Lean into that man and give him some sugar. Hey, I said, lean into that man and give him some sugar. All up, right? One of the things, ladies, that's real basic. When you see a black woman in a blazer, either with her arms crossed or got her arms spread and veneers, 9 times out of 10, you're being scammed. Okay? Point blank the fuck period. That's all they know when it comes to certain things, is to put on some professional clothes, smile, get at you emotionally. Because what did she do? She said they took that recipe from that black man and they made a multi-billion-dollar whiskey, and we're going to make this right. It's sort of reparations if you buy my fucking whiskey. Pull up. I'm sorry, y'all, but you're being emotionally manipulated. Your desires are being manipulated. Okay? Everything comes full circle. So Forbes did a piece on her, and Forbes had to come back and tell you she was in a bit of a pickle. I'm looking at the chat. They had to come back and tell you she's in a bit of a pickle. Forbes is protecting their brand because they did a piece on her, giving her all the props in the world, award-winning props, right? So to protect their brand, they had to come and tell you, hey, that chick that we talked about last year, this is what's going on with her. Either of you beautiful ladies got anything before we go to the next dream seller? No. Okay.
No, this one was funny. Uncle Nearest. I'm sorry. I never heard of it. It sounds dusty. They need to change the name while they at it. That will sound appealing.
Somebody in the chat said Uncle Nearest gonna be in the nearest prison cell.
That part. That part.
They did. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
Oh yeah, ladies. There's the blazer. There go the goddamn blazer. This is Budget to Success. She has a platform as well, right? She's going to tell you, number one, how to spend your money. Number two, where not to spend your money, how to save your money. She's also going to tell you to make sure whatever man you're dating, that he's equally yoked, right? That he has the same money that you have. She's going to help you with tips. And she says that she has garnered motherfuckers $6 million, right? Just by budgeting. Her name is Nika Johnson. She put that out here, and this is a piece that was done on her. Okay. There she is again. Right? They listed everything that she has going the fuck on. All right. Y'all could have stopped me with the blazer. Okay. Yes, this is her in this upcoming clip, and she's going to tell you to make sure your man got money just as much as you do. Let's go.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but baby, I need you to date up and not date down. Quit glorifying the struggle of, because baby, you are somebody's partner and not their parent. And I need you to date with someone that's within inside your tax bracket. And I know a lot of people may not like that, but let me explain. My mortgage is $5,000 a month, and let's say I may need help, baby. Can I even come to you? Because as a woman, I don't want to be in my masculine energy. I don't want to take care of you and me. Make my life easier, not harder. Take a load off my plate, not add more to it. So I don't understand why people be like, hold a man down. No. So date with inside your tax bracket. Increase your standards. It'll save you a lot of bullshit and a headache in the long end. It's your girl Nika Johnson with Budget to Success. Let me know your thoughts down below.
Yes, Merlot, that is the same person. Hey, I said that's the same person. All right. She said, you heard what she said. All right. Sounds good. Sounds real good. And here's a couple of free tips that she gave away. 3 things you can do to stop from being broke. Blah, blah, fucking blah. Friends, family, mindset. We get it. It's the motivational talk, you know, that type of shit. I can't with that shit. But Budget to Success says, my divorce is sucking the life out of me. I spent $6,000. Y'all, she said in attorney's fees, it just got hit with a $20,000 bill. All right. Ladies, she's trying to take this man to trial. She says it's the ugly part of success. Okay. If y'all thought that video was bad and y'all didn't recognize her in that one, let's go.
I'm sorry, but why don't nobody ever talk about how fucking expensive a divorce is? I just came out of pocket $3,500 about a week and a half ago, fighting COVID to get an invoice. Boom, pay it. I'm up at $6,000. I just get a motherfucking invoice for 20 bands. What the fuck? And I still believe in love. I still want to get married again. I just want a healthy marriage to the right person that deserves the best parts of me. Not bitter, not angry, but why the fuck keep dragging this motherfucking shit out?
Didn't she just tell you to date a guy that's equally yoked? Ladies, when I tell you that these bitches are not doing what they're telling you to do, I mean that shit, okay? How in the fuck are you spending thousands of dollars on a divorce when you just sat there and said what you said? It sounded good. Down the struggle, baby, don't do you? Can I come to you? My 5 bands. Girl, ladies, I really want y'all to get your shit together because, again, we are in a reset, and listening to these people is not going to fix your life. Point blank the fuck, period. Logic is going to be your best friend, okay? Reality is going to be your best friend, and staying on top of your paperwork, okay? She's told you not to date a broke, dusty motherfucker, but she dated a broke, dusty motherfucker. Anyway, let's keep scrolling, all right? Budget to Success. That was the advertisement for her video when she was going the fuck in. This is the part that got me. So somebody commented, What kind of men are y'all marrying and having kids with is the real question. What do y'all think her response was to this shit? I'm looking at this motherfucking chat. What should it be? What should be the response to something like that? Maybe, girl, I fucked up. I should have listened to my own advice. Something to that effect, right? No, absolutely the fuck not. We're talking about nigga bitches here. Huh? She took up for him. I'm looking at the chat. She said, whoa, don't do too much on my child's father. Ladies, I can't. Aaliyah, I can't do this. I quit. He can
be a lot of things, but I don't let nobody play on his name in capital letters. Nobody. Oh Lord, they kill me with this. Let me get you together right quick. Shit, after they done already involved you in all they goddamn business, then as soon as you say something they don't like, they got to come and call themselves trying to check you. Bitch, you the one told me your life story. See, this is another one of these financial consultants, business analysts, financial educators, or whatever the hell they're calling themselves these days. They have all the keys to your financial freedom. Why are people so gullible? I mean, y'all will fall for any snake oil salesman on the internet. It's funny how she knows she knows so much about this bullshit that she can teach it. She can show you how to get rich, right? Yes, she wasn't astute enough not to fumble her own bag. I guess that's what's confusing me a little bit. They always do this type of bullshit, but they can't secure their own bag first. Why didn't she take some of her own advice? Because, baby, you're already out of $6,000. You have a bill for another $20K. So to get away from this nigga's costing you quite a bit of money. And something ain't right about that too that she not telling them. This is an expensive ass divorce for a woman now. What the fuck is really good? See, they don't like to ask too many questions or put two and two together because you're mesmerized by the bullshit facade on the surface.
Snapper, what you got on this catfishing ass bitch? Because nobody in the chat knew who the fuck she was. They asked, was it the same woman?
I don't know her either. I was trying to pin Poison Ivy's comment. She said, Nika, Nikka, said, don't mess with her Nika. But I don't know. You won't get the joke if it's not written out. But it looks funny. And it looks funny in print. But yeah. First of all, it's before we get to the catfishing, y'all know already about the blazers with their arms crossed. Also, the blazers with their titties out. All that cleavage. What the fuck? You might as well not even have a blazer on. You may as well have worn a crop top. Because what the fuck is all the titties spilling out for?
Let me go back up.
Like, y'all go all the way back up. Yeah, her titties. I mean, no one in their right mind would ever wear something like this in a professional setting or in an advertisement for their professional business. So that is just tacky. Unless you got a cross sitting right above them titties.
They gotta always show that they bad bitches with everything.
Girl, that's a no-no. That right there is giving scammer. And then two, she needs to take her own advice. She wants to write out captions about watching the company you keep and, moving in silence or whatever the fuck she said. It's like, girl, take your own advice because clearly you're just saying things that look like they might sound good or they might be common sense. And it is common sense, but you're not somebody with common sense because you can't shut the fuck up. She needs to uninstall Instagram, uninstall TikTok, uninstall any other fucking social media app. Put the phone down. Put the phone down and get your shit together, bitch, because all this shit you on here projecting, trying to project yourself as some type of guru. She's the type of bitch her life is in shambles. She really don't have any real life experience to apply to anything, but she has cultivated a following enough that she's going to sell you tickets to a vision board party. She gonna charge you $200 to show up and do some arts and crafts and set some aspirations, okay? She's gonna throw a brunch. She's gonna charge you for an educational sister circle ass lunch, a brunch to network. And it's like, bitch, fuck you. Like,
girl, they was killing the game with them lunches.
Girl, yes, that's all they're doing. That's the grift. They want to tell you to come to the brunch so you can learn from but the grift is the tickets they sell to the brunch. So it's just like, if they trying to sell you, what's that bitch named Coach Stormy? Remember she said the plate of food was low vibrational? It be them hoes. You know what I'm saying? I watched Instagram live yesterday of a fucking stylist talking about God called her to do hair and all this bullshit because she doing so. Oh, like, these people are crazy. But yeah, and then she talking about this divorce. And you know, this is like somebody said, true mammy logic. You want to drag the nigga. You want to drag the nigga. And then when somebody comes through with their commentary, it's like, not too much on my nigga. Ain't that the same thing Tiana Taylor said with her pet thingamajigger? You know, not too much on him, but he had her fucking electricity turned off. So yeah, it's just given she needs to log off. But again, like, hope, you know, she might have a bunch of young gullible ass young black ladies following her, and then she thinks she's slick. About, I just got a bill for $20,000. I just got a bill for $6,000. She's still flexing. Don't get that shit twisted. We don't know what invoices she's really getting, but she likes that perception to show y'all, look how much money I have for these expenses. Oh my God, that I keep, all this is going on. Because she know there's going to be some broke, destitute ass people in her comment section like, wow, I wish I had fucking $20,000 to eat. God, shit, what the fuck am I involved with? I don't even, you know what I'm saying? So
but
it's just bullshit. It's just a flex. This is just another
really
flex.
Not a flex though, to let your audience know that you out of damn near $30,000 trying to get a divorce, like, and you having to pay for that. So that says a lot right there. Like, nobody's jealous of that. But I did see, not to get off topic, but I did see what somebody in the audience brought up, Amanda Seals. We talked about her several times on this channel before and behind the wall. There ain't really too much more we could say about her. I just don't know why people took the time to try to argue politics with somebody that's a mentally ill and a pathological liar, which she has been proven to be time and time again. Even the black community doesn't fuck with this chick. She rears her ugly ass head every few months as if people forgot the shit show she brought with her last time. Girl, the last time she was on the internet, she was on Shannon Sharp's show, and she went on there and self-diagnosed herself with autism. She lied to him like she had been really medically diagnosed with the shit. And then when the internet actually did a little bit of digging, that's when they got her to finally admit the truth. So you went on his show and lied about having autism and self-diagnosed yourself with it and came back to the internet and tried to smooth that shit over. And now she's back again, making a goddamn fool of herself. The woman is a pathological liar. She's been caught in several lies. And y'all thought that this was somebody worthy of trying to have a serious debate with? Come on, y'all. Conservatives do better.
CWC, I see you down there. Let me find her comment, because I see that you looking for an answer as to who her ex is. Do you think her ex, if he was white, right, is a Brad or a motherfucking wigger? I'm looking at the chat. Here's the thing. Y'all need to stay away from everything dusty. That includes them black adjacent ass niggas. Okay? I don't want y'all out here thinking that just white is right. You're going to have to make sure that you don't fuck with none of these motherfuckers that have sympathy for the black community. I didn't look for her ex. I know he was broke. How about that part? I didn't look for him. I'm talking to her. I'm talking to you ladies, because y'all need to stay away from all that dusty shit, right? Mammying, muling, paying all the bills, all that shit, right? Leave black men alone and then go ahead and vet the rest. That's always been the goddamn message over here. Okay? So if look, I'm trying to see what you're looking for, CWC. Talk to me. Click the link. Do something. Okay? Because I see several comments down there about what he is. I didn't look for him. Yes, ma'am.
The comments tonight between the disgruntled sugar babies, the disgruntled libtards, and these questionable ones that are trying to get a gotcha moment, thinking that her ex might be white. This has been quite. Is this the first time we've been on YouTube in a while? Because it's given.
Yeah,
they missed us.
It's been a couple weeks. It's been a couple weeks. There are
somebody just said they write some. Somebody just typed in the chat, they writing a report on how Trump's actions are so hard for other countries or some dumb shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on tonight? These comments are really interesting tonight. Like, I'm going to get some popcorn and just read the comments.
If you're going to do the white is right thing, you're going to have to go up under folks like Shaylarae and, other people's name I can't say up here, because you need to vet everybody. Get niggas out of here, right? All the way out of here. And then vet everybody else. Because if you take that same shit over to a different community, you're going to get the same goddamn outcome because of what your desires are. What type of motherfucking man are you attracted to? So you're going to stop fucking with black men and then get a white one that act just like it? Is that, what's tea? Right? I know one thing, y'all. In the black community, they don't like to be judged by their skin color and shit like that. Right? Even though the stats are out that, certain things happen in that community more than others. It just is what it is. But then when you try to leave the community, right, you get on this kind of like the shit that's parallel to the shit you just left. I don't get it, y'all. But hey, everybody gonna fuck around and find out. These content creators fucking around and finding out. The influencer, the celebrity is already dead. The influencer is on her way as well. Did you hear what I said? Do y'all see all this clickbait out here? Do you see how crazy and more crazy the videos are getting as time goes on? And remember, I told y'all were going to see a lot of black women getting their ass whooped. What you see out here, okay? And it ain't just by other women. It's by men and everybody the fuck else, because it's a reset and you are public enemy number one. So you have to be extra careful out here, especially during these times. Ladies, I have never seen in my entire life so many homeless and hungry black women in all of my fucking days. You're being ostracized from anything that's comfortable because everybody knows what generally black women give at this point. Okay. And your main squeeze, the one that you defunded the police for, the one that didn't build you anything and told you every other woman on the planet was better than you. They are trying to find a comfortable spot. And if it ain't with you, that so damn be it. Huh? Ali, you got anything while I take this down?
Well,
Lord.
I can say one thing about this show tonight. You picked a lot of people that most of us probably had never even fucking heard of. And I haven't heard of anybody else speaking about any of these people either. So this was definitely not trending, y'all. So you can't say there is no originality, but y'all know how we give it up. After this, we're probably going back behind the wall, but it's nice to know that we were missed out here on these YouTube streets. That's why you all showed up to troll us extra hard tonight.
No matter how hard you troll, ladies, no matter how much righteous indignation, fighting back and anti for the sake of being anti you do, this is happening. A couple of years ago, I had a whole bunch of bitches fighting against our message. Today, they are experiencing the message. Me be damned, right? I don't, the petty shit, the going back and forth, the name calling, all that shit there, it doesn't matter. Shit is going the fuck down. It is pen to paper and laws are being written to where you can't even fight back how you've been fighting traditionally. Your protests don't work anymore. Did you hear what I said? Right? Your attachment to that black community has undone you, and you're trying to, clean up the black man and say that, oh, he's a human too. He's just misunderstood. He jumped out of that spot and you jumped in it. Now you're trying to go ahead and make sure that people don't think that you are just like him, right? You swap places with him. You didn't know it was going to happen, but look, if you would have read the room, you would have saw that shit. Aaliyah, were you getting ready to say something?
No, I'm just still waiting for people to tell us what we lied about, what we've been wrong about, what was not truthful. And even if it didn't come, if you couldn't see it right then, at what point did it not happen just like we said it would? Nobody has a reason to lie. We give y'all the real for a reason. See, that's the difference between us and them. This is not our careers. This is not our job. We do get up here and we have no reason to lie to you. That's why you get real, unfiltered, honest truth. That's all you get from us. You can take that and do whatever with it that you want. We really don't give a shit. But the people that really rock with us, and most of the people that rock with us been rocking with us for years, so they know ain't shit changed and nothing's going to. We've been the same since day one. And that's the way, and that's just what it is. So if you're new to the channel and you get easily offended, we don't give a fuck. Let me just say that. So it's no, oh, I'm sorry. No, we're not sorry. I'm sorry. You don't have to be here. Because the people that really rock with us already know how we are. It doesn't matter.
That's the T. ladies, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Speaking of homeless black women, do you understand? Listen to me. Do you understand the whole real estate market? The entire real estate market was defined as good real estate is its distance from you. Let me repeat that. When people are looking for places to stay and places to invest in, the good, quote unquote, real estate is the shit that's furthest from you. I'm gonna let that sink in. Now, these are the niggas that y'all were taking up for, and they're being exposed as well. But you got the number one spot right now. I just want to give you an example of the niggas that y'all have been taking up for. Look at this shit.
First date taking a dangerous turn in a one and only exclusive. A woman tells us she's lucky to be alive after her date hits her with his car.
Yeah, but before he drove off, he kept asking her about her feet. A Local 10's Rosh Lowe joining us live in Aventura with a breakdown for us.
Strange, bizarre, and certainly something didn't smell right here. We've all heard horror stories about online dating, but this suspect, well, he didn't pass the smell test.
This guy asked to smell your feet?
Yes.
You out here fighting for niggas and they asking to smell Becky's feet. I almost said something. I caught myself, Aaliyah and Snapple. I caught myself. Look at him. Let me go back. I just want you to see his face.
Didn't pass the smell test.
This guy
He wanted to smell her feet. All right. And then he ran her the fuck over. While you out here saying that they're misunderstood. Ladies, black men are at the bottom of the totem pole. They always have been, okay? You have to understand with a man in a patriarchal society, when they're at the bottom of the totem pole, instances of mental illness and violence are going to be rampant. It is not normal or natural for a man to sit at the bottom of the fucking totem pole in every goddamn industry you can name. They out here smelling fucking feet. And you out here selling courses that you ain't passing your damn self, and you were the author of the goddamn coursework. You can't even lean in to give this man a goddamn picture that's gonna sell what you're trying to sell to these women. All of that shit is a clusterfuck of nonsense. Okay, you got anything on this dude? Because I thought it was, yeah.
Girl, I'm going to hell. But when you went back to his picture,
hey!
I just started laughing because he looked like somebody that'll walk up to somebody and say, "Can I smell your feet?" Girl, what the hell? Look, make asylums great again, y'all. We gotta open these hospitals back up. Imagine this thing walking around, just walking up to unsuspecting women. Can I smell your feet?
Yo, I was telling one of my members, right? She sent me a thing and she was saying, you know, I can't wait till Trump bring back the asylums because he was talking about bringing them back. And I said, girl, the way they out here cutting up, those asylums will look like a black girl magic meetup. I'm looking at the chat. Y'all are losing your fucking mind. But he's melanated. No, that's about as dark as you're going to get. Is he a king? Right? Mammies, did kings used to smell on feet, and that was a signal that they were prestigious back then? Because y'all come up with some crazy ass excuses as to why these motherfucking black men are out here acting a fucking fool. So tell me, back in ancient Egypt, kings smelled feet, and he was just tapping into his roots and giving homage to his goddamn ancestors' whore? Is that what was going on? Snapple, is that what happened?
Let them tell it. They got a fantastical story for everything. They got a fantastical story to make an excuse for everything. But this is really, really disturbing and disgusting. And like, I literally lost my train of thought. I was so fucking disgusted with this. But I will say, okay, so we got a weird ass nigga out here. See, remember how they kept trying to throw black women under the bus, and you know they try to highlight every terrible thing of black women are doing, but they can never be outdone. They can never be outdone. These niggas are fucking weirdos. It's disgusting. I'm disgusted.
If she had athlete's foot and she's hey, let me stop. I didn't even get the visual out of my head. She could have had athlete's foot. They would have served him right too.
Just a whole mess. And black women. Oh, where's Cinnabon at? Is that what her name was? You want to hear some politics, whore? Well, here you are, right? You telling me that y'all smuggling? How can you say it on YouTube? You can't say the T word. You can't. I'm just surprised that y'all are doing this too. Let's go.
A shocking arrest at the southern border. An American citizen is under arrest, charged with 4 counts of human smuggling. Texas Department of Public Safety exclusively sharing this video with Mornings with Maria. Troopers in Valverde County pull over a 29-year-old woman identified as Shakira Dominique Jordan from Mississippi. She was pulled over for speeding, then detained. In the car, 4 illegal aliens were discovered. Cops say they're from Cuba and El Salvador, but one classified as a special interest alien from Afghanistan.
I'm sorry. I would have lost money on this. You mean to tell me that y'all are human smuggling? What is it that y'all won't do, mammies? Again, ladies, like I said, this is a fucking reset, and you are going to see black women doing some uncharacteristically stupid ass shit. They already stupid as fuck, right? But times are hard, right? They're homeless. They're getting their shit cut off, okay? And ain't nobody finna tell me this, not even Good Morning America or whatever the fuck this is, getting ready to tell me that this girl, 29 years old, she got out that motherfucking car looking like she can make some good ass goddamn collard greens. Look, her back say it too. And did she already jump out the car? But y'all, that's what y'all doing? Aaliyah, I know you got something on this. I want to see if they did her a mugshot. I ain't watched this whole thing.
I'm not surprised at whatever you tell me they got going on these days. They will do anything with and for these niggas. It don't matter what it is, how illegal it is. They decided they going down with the shit when they said ride or die. That's literally what they out here doing. And guess what? Like we always tell you, we gonna be here to cover the story. That's about it.
I will never again, ever again say what black women won't do. Boy, this reset is showing what the fuck you get the fuck into nowadays, right? It's a bad look, ladies. Snapper, you got anything on this?
Yeah, it just seems like mammies want to do everything except earn an honest living and just be normal. You know, it's like they get so creative with their crime and what they want to be involved with. It's just like, girl, how the fuck are you? How did we get here? How are you at the southern border smuggling immigrants? It's so random. I just don't understand. But I'm not surprised because
they're getting into
there's no bottom.
Like you said, Snapple, there is no bottom. They're getting into everything. Ladies, I promise you, on 2 Bibles and 5 fat folks, I saw this bitch on Instagram saying she's selling plates and pussy. I'm looking at the chat. What? You saying in front of your child, you saying this on top of that. I don't want to know what's up in that goddamn plate.
You know what? I'm so sick of this immigrant bullshit and how stupid these motherfucking Americans and these Democrats are acting over these goddamn immigrants. I know that's a whole another different conversation because I was gonna get on that kill my or breako shit. I know we haven't really spoken about him at all on this channel, but so I'll refrain. But I do have something. They need to know how fucked up that entire situation is. And now y'all got black folks out here, whole networks of black that's involving black women that's actually helping to smuggle these motherfuckers in here. What the hell is wrong with y'all? I mean, seriously, are you bitches really? You got to be smoking something.
It's a way out, ladies. All you had to do, a couple years ago, was divest and get on your goddamn journey, right? Making shit right for yourself. But I want you to know that all that stuff that used to work back in the day is not going to work anymore. And it's proof by little shit like what's on this screen and the things that y'all are doing to make ends meet. And sometimes the ends are not even meeting. We got a black woman that's living in her car and door dashing at the same time. So be clear. Those of y'all that are ordering DoorDash, it might be your food might be up under some dirty socks because these bitches are living in the car. You don't have to live like that. You need to get your shit together and get on the right side of history. I've been begging y'all to do that shit for years. It's not going to get any better. Check this. The prices are not going to come down, right? The thing that's going to happen with the prices, hear me very clear, they'll rise more slow than what they normally would. But this is the new, you will never see the dollar menu again. Put it like that. Okay? This is the new normal. You are in a different timeline. Those of you esoteric bitches out there, This is a different timeline. This is a different trajectory. Your position in society is completely different. That's why y'all seeing black women doing abnormal shit that you normally wouldn't stick on a black woman. Y'all,
it's scary because they don't know who the hell these people are, what countries they came from, what organizations they are part of. Y'all just smuggling people in here that are more likely to turn around and then off your ass after they get to where they going. Like, what the hell do y'all be thinking when y'all do some of this bullshit?
Go ahead, Snapple. I don't know what they be thinking on you.
I wanted to tell you that T. Gristle in the chat said neck bones and nipples because you said pussy and plates. And I thought that both of those were funny. But when you said that, I thought, not them trying to take Cooking with Kaya's job because she got the pussy and plates on lock right now. Okay. So they don't have to find another grift. Okay. That grift is spoken for already. But that was all. As soon as you said that, I thought about her ass and her weird ass fetish food twerking things she had going on.
I got something to show y'all at the end, but I got one more story I want y'all to see, and I need you to listen up. And mammies, again, we're going to spend 5 minutes as friends like we did last time I was here, okay? When I tell you they are ostracizing these women and leaving those communities, they know that your elderly is there. They know that your children are there, and they know that they are the only spot that you can get food, and they're leaving, right? Even the city/state run grocery stores are leaving you. I need you to understand what I'm saying to you. Your safety net was city and state. Now they're leaving. I'm not talking about Kroger. I'm not talking about Walmart. I'm not talking about Publix. I'm talking about the city ran grocery store has had enough of your shit. And ladies, this right here, it's worse than what you think. Right? To you and you divested ladies that are on the right track and you living comfortable. This is just a news story to you. But to the mammy that's in the trenches, this right here is devastating. They're gone, y'all. And they're not going to come back. And when it falls to the city in state, darling, you're done. Did you hear what I said? You are finished. Let's go.
Continue to follow breaking news. The Sunfresh Market at 31st and Prospect is now closed. Thank you for joining us. I'm Laura Moritz.
And I am Bria Berry in for Chris Ketz. The store has received millions in taxpayer funding. KMBC9's Brian Johnson is live from 31st and Prospect with why they decided to close. Brian.
Bria, Laura, well, the city owns this shopping center. We reached out to the operator of the grocery store, and they did not respond to our inquiries today. This afternoon, though, security remains on site. There's public safety, Kansas City Police, as well as the private security here. And if we show you, the sign is now covered by this black plastic tarp. Operators were apparently losing money, and the city says it's invested enough at this point. Finally, the store closed.
Stop. Y'all stealing from the store that came and is funded by the taxpayers. This is the last hoorah. That's the last hoorah. These people are obligated and to some extent to take care of you, and they were losing money. That stuff in there was funded by the taxpayer and was very cost effective. Now they're leaving. People were running in and out of that place with baskets full of groceries that they hadn't paid for. None of the known chains will go there. So the city came in and swooped up because why? They did a whole segment and a whole documentary basically on your food desert. So the city and state said, well, let's pour millions into it, give them another grocery store, we'll hire a security guard and make the food cost effective. You didn't even make your sons respect that shit. Nothing will be there. It will take somebody with a kind heart, a stupid motherfucker, because giving y'all shit doesn't work, clearly by looking at the goddamn screen. But it's going to take somebody with a kind heart to get y'all pharmacy and grocery store back in that plaza. There is not a goddamn grocery store in walking distance to these mammies that's in that neighborhood. Snapple, you got anything on this? And then we're going to get to what the fuck is hilarious.
No, I mean, didn't we just see a story about another government grocery store closing? So I'm seeing a trend here.
Well, how can you steal out of a state-run grocery store? That's the last
they
hoorah.
steal from church. Girl, remember you had that live where that girl stole that woman's wig off the body at the funeral? They will steal anything. If it ain't bolted down, that shit's getting stolen. So you know, like you said, but people keep giving them shit and helping them. But yeah, they're very ungrateful, and all the handouts do is make them even more entitled. So yeah, it's just, I'm not surprised. We'll see more closing.
I don't want it. I don't want to hear shit about these store closures, because we talked about these stores closing. We talked about that shit way in advance. Y'all know we've been talking about this for years now, even way before the election. That's why I say a lot of this shit that's going on now, this shit was already happening when people was pretending that it wasn't happening, which is why it's laughable to me now that all of it suddenly Donald Trump's fault. That's what's really, I'm really having a hard time wrapping my brain around, how people have the nerve to claim that everything was perfect and hunky-dory when Joe Biden was still in office. Then all of a sudden he has completely wrecked everything in the last few months. And it's like, no, this shit was years in the making. This shit was already happening. You kept your head buried in the sand, and you didn't want to see it or didn't want to hear it. But we talked about this for years. I remember when we first started talking about the Walmart closures and the drugstore closures and all that shit. You had people want to argue with DZ about which locations on which side of town was actually closing.
I remember that.
See, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. This is shit we've been talking about, and our followers, they know this. So that's why I say ain't too much we can say now, because you were warned about this. And they still went in there and they robbed these stores blind, including the mom and pop stores. So this let you know, even the government stores are not safe. Nobody could trust them with anything. They will steal anything. And this is where your food deserts come from. But it's all racism, though. It's all everybody else's fault, right? They never done anything. Everybody has them all wrong. Okay.
Look around, ladies. Look around. Everything that we talked about tonight. The massively popular sugar babies are getting called the fuck out by the people that were supposed to be the Johns, right? You got people that have $1 million, $1 billion whiskey, and they ain't paying bills and buying illegal property with money that they weren't supposed to spend on that. These are Black folks, y'all. A Black woman who's going to tell you how to be financially successful, and she's paying thousands for a divorce and dating the same men that she told you not to date, okay? Then on the other side, you have rappers, drill rappers. I'm talking about every sector of Black folk are suffering. Every last one of them. The content creators, right? The celebrities. Will Smith just got busted AI in his crowd for his tour, ladies. He just got busted pretending like he had a good turnout for his tour. And you know, the zaddies, they zoomed in and saw the distorted faces, right? And he is literally pretending to still be famous. Everybody in the Black community in every sector is feeling it. Well, there's a drill rapper, okay? He used to be popular on YouTube, but he ain't popular no more. He's not doing well. Actually, he has his crusty mouth ass at the welfare office. I'm looking at the chat. He's at the welfare office being very impatient, okay? And I couldn't do anything but look at his mouth the whole time, because that was a catastrophe all on its own. Let's go.
My name is Travis Walker. I've been in here over an hour doing nothing, sitting in this room. I want y'all to see this. I'm sitting in here doing absolutely nothing. These people are not doing nothing in here for us. Absolutely nothing. I've been telling them to turn on my card for over an hour now. I got this. I want y'all to really pay attention. This is the welfare. I'm putting this shit on live. I'm not playing. They're not doing their jobs. I asked to speak to a supervisor over 6 times. I didn't have no supervisor come here yet to speak to me. They just gave me a supervisor ticket.
Please go to window number.
I'm gonna put this on live in 10 minutes. I'm dead ass. I'm not playing with y'all. So I know. Do you have the confirmation? Yo, bro, you just told me I gotta apply again, right? This is where I live. I'm telling you, no. I want you to see this. It say BRC. I live here. They know I went to the shelter already. They got the information saying I've been here already. No. You said it's not in your system. Keep that energy. You told me I'm not in your system. That's what you told me. No. Yes, you did. Bro, you just said I'm not in the system. Don't play with me.
So, yo, what?
Don't play with me. I don't got no application in your system. Okay, I signed the application. I signed the application on Tremont. Monterey. It was in the computer. I'm letting you know I did it. Bro, what you think I got all this paperwork for?
That man used to be so-called stone cold with his rap verses. What got me, ladies, was the chaos going around, right? I have a very mild version, right, of misophonia, all right? Background noises get me. I mean, it just, I was listening to the background, all that poverty, all of those people just talking and just people talking overhead, him banging on that glass, him panicking about him being homeless and not having anything to eat and turning on his card, the security guard walking out. It was chaos in there. And that's one office during just a couple of minutes times millions of Black people in this country. If you don't get your ass on the right side of history, you will be in the middle of that chaos. The middle class is shrinking and the have and have nots are on the way. You better get over this racism shit because it ain't about race no more. It's getting ready to be the have and have nots. It's going to be the people on the right side of history versus the wrong side of history. Ladies, and there is no going back. This world, this planet, this country has experienced several resets. Okay. You just happen to be in the middle of one. And I feel sorry for the Gen Z out here trying to come into their own, standing on their own 2 feet, experiencing a reset. It's doable, right? You gotta make sure that you do not follow that Blackistani nonsense. They are losing. They are conquered. They've been conquered. They're fighting the same people that they want to put a piece of chicken on their plate. So you better get over all this nonsense and get you first, get shit together with you. Make sure your image, because Black women's image is already fucked and it's not to be repaired. Make sure your image and the people that know you know that you are an upstanding citizen so that you will be allowed in certain areas. Ladies, doctors are quitting left, right, and center. Now, with that happening, it will be difficult to get a doctor's appointment. Here I go talking like I do in Discord. Let me shut the fuck up because guess what? You're going to do what you want to do anyway. Ali, you got anything before we head out?
We talked about that too. When we talked about the concierge doctors and then niggas came behind us and tried to pretend like that was some shit that they thought of on their own. But we had already talked about that shit too. Like I said, all this shit was years in the making. And they said it was fear mongering. I remember that as well. They're being alarmists. So in addition to being extremists, we were also called alarmists and all this other shit. Don't think we ever gonna let y'all hoes forget that. Because we not. But either way it goes, you know, all I got to say about this dude, Cinnabon, come get your dude. Come get your mans. Cause see, they kill me. I get tired of these mammies. This is yours. This somebody's brother, somebody's uncle, somebody's cousin, somebody's son. Come get him. Cause this is what they down to the office doing. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Cause they have unleashed these things on us, y'all. They really have.
Ladies, my husband's Medicare patient's letter has been typed up for the past month, and he's been stalling sending it out. Okay. Some of these people are getting ready to get discharged and get letters saying that you got 60 days to find another physician. Okay. I'm trying to let y'all know what's going on behind the scenes. He's no longer going to be their pain management doctor. The herd is thinning, bitch. It's thinning. And y'all better get your shit together. Get your head out the sand. All right. Ain't nobody got time for the bullshit, especially Black women. Snapper, you got anything before we go to Discord, beautiful lady?
Yeah, you know, that welfare office scene, it made me very anxious. Like you said, it was very chaotic. And like, I see in the movies, like with the Tyler Perry movies and stuff, what's the girl named Janaya and them? You know, you see the little scenes set up at the welfare office for movies, but to see it's like they're in the wild. It's wow. That is something. That is such a sad like quality of life. What I want to say is anybody that needed those benefits or services, you genuinely need them, please don't treat it like it's hereditary. Like, don't pass down the Section 8. Like, this is crazy. Like, that really needs to genuinely be like a stepping stone. And if you fall on hardship and you need it and you get a great job or you do something to pull yourself out of that situation. Because it's just insane to me to know that there's some people that have been on welfare for like decades. And I couldn't even, I would never walk in there. I wouldn't even, that's crazy. And then the nigga, the entitlement. This nigga look like he chews bricks. Like, nigga, get a fucking job. What the fuck are you talking about? So I've been down here for this. Nigga, the time you spent down here harassing these people, this shit is already an unpleasant experience. And now they got your ugly black slave ass foaming at the mouth, causing disruption. They should have called the police to escort his ass the fuck up out of there because he looked like he bites people. But, you know, it's like all the energy, you know, the time and energy you gonna take to raise hell down there and film and all that, you can literally go be applying for jobs or doing something productive. It's the audacity for you down there begging for food or for benefits or for health insurance, whatever the fuck you're begging for, and you think and you could tell it goes down. Did y'all see the barrier between the worker and that fucking? I was like, that's like the Popeyes you showed us. The Popeyes had fucking plexiglass. This is crazy that these people exist and they really living like this for real. That shit is crazy to me.
And
that was behind the wall right there.
I mean, that's an able-bodied adult male down there, louder than the women and children in the goddamn office. Nigga, go get a job. What the fuck? But again, like I said, these are y'all people, and they swear up and down that black women are the welfare queens of the community. Nah, I beg to differ, because y'all got way too many grown-ass men down there trying to get them food stamps too. And it's like, come on now. Y'all are supposed to be men, and y'all stay complaining about what women and children get.
Wait, Aaliyah, can I call out one last troll in the chat? Why Donna Fernandez said, I think it's sad, but I don't blame him for being angry. Okay, girl. Go get, that's your man, girl. Go get him.
What?
You can
tell by the temperature of what's going on, reading the room, that it's spilling over and life is getting real. Okay. If you got to go to the welfare office, plan to be there all day. Don't make an appointment for afterwards, because there's a lot of people down there and it's an influx down there. People asking about their benefits. An hour is not going to cut it. He said he was in there for an hour. That ain't going to work. Okay. And Aaliyah was saying welfare queen, and some of these black men are welfare queens. Absolutely. If you think about the messiest bitch that you know, it's usually a man. Pull up. I said, think about the messiest bitch you know, it's usually one of these niggas. Pull up. Right. We are going behind the wall. Ladies, fall is getting ready to be amazing. You can follow us back there, or you can keep your head in the sand and keep pretending like what's happening is not happening. Okay. Shit just got real. All right, y'all. We up out of here. I love y'all to the moon and back. Peace the fuck out. Bye.
Bye.